All right, got it.
Got
my
it.
notification. It's official.
It's official. We are live on the Coffey Group Fine Homes International page. Coming to you, we are located at KW Suncoast. I'm Megan West, CEO for the Coffey Group Fine Homes International, and we have
Thomas Sons.
And who are you with the Coffey Group, Thomas?
I am the buyer's agent and a listing agent on the team.
That's right. And our expansion partner in Lee, Collier, Charlotte counties.
Wherever I go.
Yeah, that's true. You serve the whole state, really, which is
Yeah.
And we all know we have the very one and only Brandy Coffey, really Lobker, founder of the Coffey
I know.
Group.
I'm like, we got to get everyone used to it. It's actually Brandy Lobker. I have one more piece of documentation to like change for it to be like official.
I love it. So we're gathered here today to review February 2023's numbers. So I just thought that we would kick this off. Super happy to have Thomas here. He's going to help us with some of the stats that are to our southern neighbors. But right here on the screen, I have shared the Manatee County Single Family Homes Report. And this is interesting, right? So it looks like the closed sales are down about 10%, which we've expected. We know that there are things happening in the marketplace. Median time to contract, still not crazy. Okay, it's 39 days, not the end of the world. It's fine to have a breather, right? It's not going to contract in 5 minutes.
But actually, it gives the sellers. I mean, I was at a listing appointment today with another team member, and when I said, you know, what to expect based on average sales and where they want to price it, they're totally fine where we want to price it based on, you know, active and pending. I'm like, don't even look at the sold. I'm like, I'm just taking them off. Like, this is right
Irrelevant.
Yeah, I don't even want to like tease you with that. So it was just the look on the seller's face. It was like, they took a deep breath, you know, because when they purchased just a few years ago, it was very crazy. They had to pass on a couple homes because they needed immediate occupancy. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the sellers would only sell if they could lease it back. So they asked me, do I have to lease my house back? And I just thought, oh my gosh, like, no, you don't have to do anything. So it was just a moment of fresh air for them, breathing time, because you know, they've lived there. They have a lot of things. They've moved from house to house. I think they've been together like 50 years accumulating things. And, you know, sometimes that can be sad. Sometimes that can be happy, but they're in the mindset of these things have served a great purpose, and they're totally open to us staging. And now with our partnership with KW Style to Design, we're able to give them ideas with these design boards very quickly, and they can choose from a couple of them. And of course I guide them, but I always pick like my top 3 for that style of home. And it was just, they really just, I could sense when I first got there that they were concerned about timing. And as we rolled through the conversation, I mean, we're hugging. I'm telling them, call me if you have any other questions. Like, they were just a sense of relief, because that's a lot for them to move out of.
It is a lot. I mean, I don't even know how people had to just be hiring movers or calling every single person they knew to get their house packed up and moved out of there as fast as properties were flying off the market.
Or just sell it furnished.
You
know?
Yeah, truly. That happened a lot too.
Yeah,
sure. So also where we have new pending sales. So those are up 5% over February 2022. So that is really interesting, right? As wild and fast as the market was last year, the number of sales going pending are actually up. So I thought that was super interesting. New listings down slightly. I don't think anything to be too concerned about. Pending inventory is still way up. And then month supply of inventory, we're really hovering around this 3.1 months of inventory. So
I'm just glad to see we have more than 3 months. I mean, the poor buyers, you know, haven't had anything. So I
difference from 2 weeks. It feels totally different out there.
100%.
And then we also have the Sarasota County single family home market. So you want to tell us a little bit about what's going on here, Brandy?
I sure can. I'm actually at my home, right dead center in Sarasota County. Been my hometown since 1985. So that's where my heart is. A lot of my friends, and gosh, since probably third grade. I'm still friends with, live here. So the median sales price is $495,000. You can see it's up 10%. So a lot of people do think pricing's down, but we're really just seeing like longer days on market, 21 days compared to 6. Again, a little bit more time to breathe. That's up 250%. And then the average is just over 657,000. It's up 4.1%.
Yeah.
Still trying to get to that 3-month mark like Manatee County. I was really hoping when this report came out that we were going to get there, but we're at 2.9. We're so close. So buyers, you still have obviously a huge increase from last year, 383.3% increase. We were at 0.6. So just hang in there, and everything we see on or off market, if we're representing you, we're going to bring right to you.
That's absolutely true. And I think, Brandy, why people have the perception that prices are down is if they didn't have an advisor or consultant help them price it right out of the gate. We are seeing price reductions, but that's mainly because sellers were still focused on the aspirational pricing of yesteryear.
Well, and here's the thing. I always advise I give them a range, and I tell them, if you want, multiple offers, this is in any market, under market value, this is where you need to be. Right in the middle, maybe 1 or 2 offers, and here's your high point, but know that this is going to be a wait time, and if you have time, great. But I like giving them a range and letting them select, because it's their home. I can advise them all I want. So, there are some sellers that we've had to, over time, gradually get them where they need to be, because they just, and not to their disadvantage, or not to their, it wasn't their fault that they didn't want to be over here. It's been a learning process for a lot of people for the last 6 months, and they really just didn't understand what we were telling them. We explained it 5 ways, every which way we could, 5 ways a Sunday, and they just didn't believe it. And I get it. You're not in the market every single day. And so it's been a change and a shift that they weren't expecting. And, we're not trying to be the bad guy. We are doing our best to guide, but sometimes there's that 6-month period when the market shifts that we have to get through.
Yeah, we're just interpreters, right? Really, we're just looking and interpreting, and here you go.
Yeah.
So cool. Next, we're going to jump down to the south here. We've got the Royal Palm Coast Realtor Association, and I'm going to let Thomas take it away from here.
Great.
In Lee and Coyer, we have a median sales price, which is up 2%, which is really great. It's at $396,950. We have a closed sales, which is up 25%.
Wow.
Really
wow. That is great.
1,030. In regards to our median days on market, we're at 26, which is really good, because that's actually down 13.3%. We're up in the list price received at 96.3. Our new listings is down, just like Manatee too. We're at 4.9% down, which is okay.
Yeah.
Still a great inventory amount that we can get. Active inventory, we're at 4,150, down 5.3. Still a good number in regards to everything. And our month supply of inventory is at 4.
Yeah,
You're a little ahead of us.
I love it. Yeah.
I love it. And what I really love is, what county are you currently located in?
In Charlotte.
And I'm located in Manatee County, and Brandy's located in Sarasota County. So, we're really like covering the map here. So next, I'd love to shift to the luxury market reports, if that's okay. Love to show everybody kind of what's going on here. So this is Lee County, and this is the single family home market. So Brandy, I'm going to let you kind of take it away from here. So,
yeah. Well, and Thomas knows this too. So you can, I love the entry level, the luxury benchmark being a little bit lower than Sarasota. It's not by much, but you can get a little bit more home, right, in this price point. So that's $925,000. It is a buyer's market. I will repeat, if you are contact Thomas Sons, and there's more inventory. And you can see here that the home sold median list to sales price 95.3% or 95.13%. And it's very similar to Sarasota with that active band, 1 million to about 1.1. And then you also have the median luxury price for single family homes at 1,270,000. So just under 1.3. The days on market are up, still very short period of time at 19 days. So even though you do have more choices, buyers, you do have to make a decision, because they are, selling very quickly.
That's right.
So we can probably just
And
go.
also for the attached homes, did you want to review the condos there?
Sure. And look at that. You can get a condo. That luxury benchmark is 575,000. And this does vary per county as we go through it. That's a balanced market. So wonderful amount of supply, and you have even right amount of sellers and buyers. And that median list of sales price is up almost 98% at 97.5. And the most active band, as you can probably imagine, is that very entry level. You can get a nice luxury condo anywhere from 575,000 to 600, which would be very difficult in Sarasota, I would think, for some of the amenities and things that you can get down there. And then 18 days. So again, you do need to make a decision. Obviously, you have more to look at, but you still need to make a decision when you see what you like.
And let them know too that it's 3 bedrooms versus 2 bedrooms. And these condos are typically newer, which is really good too.
Yeah.
And that gives them that comfort level too, knowing that they get a newer condo.
And what I love about Lee County is that you have so much to do. And I just think sometimes it's overlooked. And I feel like we almost need a relocation package per zip code sometimes, but you know how, that would just be, I don't know, kind of confusing. So we do condense as much as we can per county, but that's why it's important for those buyer consultations, even if, our buyers aren't here, to be done on Zoom, so we can kind of share some of those lifestyle things that are advantageous for buyers.
Right, because Cape Coral is different than Fort Myers, so they have to know the different areas. You're absolutely right.
100%, yeah.
So the next report we have still down in your neck of the woods, we've got Naples, Florida. They scroll down.
I'll be there in May to go visit.
Oh.
Yeah, she's having a workshop for KW Style to Design, and I'm super excited to be masterminding and learning how she runs everything with all her different businesses. But look at that luxury benchmark price, 2.4 million.
It's a little different.
Yes.
Oh my God, unbelievable. It is a buyer's market though. So buyers, you should be very happy about that. And you can see right here, the median to list price is 94.49. So just around 95%. And then the most active band is 2.6 to 2.8, a little higher than Lee. And then the median luxury sales price for single family homes is 4,550,000. That's not a bad median luxury sales.
No.
Thomas is like, no, it's not. And I'm happy to help you buy in that price point. And obviously we can help the sellers too. The median days on market for January was 56 days.
Perfect.
So you actually have a little bit more time. And of course, most luxury home buyers and sellers, they're a little bit more discerning. So when they are buying and selling, they're going to be very particular about who they hire, and then also what they're buying, because they can buy anywhere typically, right? It's a resort and second home purchase in many cases.
Yeah, and then I have the attached homes here pulled up. So this luxury benchmark price, 1.275 for the attached homes in Naples. And then if we take a look at what's happening in the overall market, this one's actually a seller's market.
And look, 100%. I mean, everyone wants a condo down there. That's awesome.
I know, right? They're like, I want to lock it, walk away, just be able to come visit and not worry about it when they're not there.
And then they stay in that budget. Most active band 2 million to 2.1. So pretty healthy. And then median is just under 2.2, 15 days. So obviously a little shorter days when you're in that seller market situation with 100%.
That's right. That's right. Super cool. So we've got Marco Island for you as well, because it's its own entity. So
what do you love about Marco, Thomas? What's the biggest thing you love?
Marco is just the beaches, the shelling and everything. You can get really good shells. Yeah. And it's a great area also for, in terms of just the community, you feel that sense of community there.
Yeah.
Its own little island, and I just love it.
Yeah.
It is pretty special. It's so unique. And it's funny, you say you're from Florida, there's certain little places that they've vacationed. And when you say Marco, a lot of people recognize that, even though it's small, it's a small community, people recognize.
People know Marco. Absolutely.
So luxury benchmark, go ahead. I'll let you take this one. This is your little area.
So in regards to the luxury, you've got a luxury benchmark price of 1.5 million, which is really good.
Oops, sorry. Technical difficulties.
We at least know what it says.
In regards to the It is a buyer's market there.
Mhm.
Your home sold for a median of 93.17% of the list price, which is really good. Your price point is between 3.5 million to 3.8 million.
Yeah, really active in that price point. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's
It
helpful.
is. And you're 63 days on the market. So you've got good time in regards to the days
Yeah,
as
I
well.
love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
And one thing too to know about Marco, for especially for buyers that they need to know nowadays, is if it's about 25 to 30 years old, that home is going to have, in regards to insurance, they're not getting insured anymore. So it's about 25,000. So if you do go out there, you really need to take that into consideration,
Yeah.
or consider new or building.
I've noticed a lot of people that look in that area. Again, it's a luxury purchase and you see a higher active band. A lot of them are self-insured.
They are.
And they're kind of used to that, or they've purchased in those kind of island situations. So yeah, or it's new, right? There's no in between. Like you just have to accept your self-insured. The home site is worth so much that they're willing to take the risk, and they've just kind of figured out ways to be self-insured.
Right.
Yeah. And then did you want to chat about the attached homes?
So we got our lunch benchmark right at $1 million even.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a median days on market of 32 days. It is still a buyer's market there with a median of 93.95% of the list price, with a price band of 2.3 to 2.5 million.
I like it. I like that active band. Very
Cool.
reasonable.
And
for-
then our last luxury report is our very own Sarasota. So I'll get this pulled up here, and yeah,
And actually it's very similar to.
I'm gonna let Brandy take this one away since she's Miss Sarasota.
I love it. Well, what I love is that we still have remained at this entry level price point, and Sarasota has so much culture and just so much lifestyle. I mean, that's the one thing that Sarasota is known for. Even when I've traveled overseas, people know the culture and the sophistication of Sarasota, and it's a buyer's market. So look at that. You have a really nice price point that you can get a luxury property for, and you have choices. It looks like 94.39%. So sellers are still getting a healthy amount. Most active band 1 to 1.2, and then median sales just under 2 million. That's kind of been that way the last couple of months. And then median days on market 39, up from 4. So again, you have, a little bit of time to make those choices.
Absolutely. And then for our attached homes, those condos in Sarasota, you're looking at a luxury benchmark price of $950. Still really great. I'm actually kind of surprised that that's all the higher it is compared to the new projects.
And I think sometimes when I do buyer consultations with team members or, their clients, or just, if I'm helping out and a referral comes in and I'm doing that consult, it's kind of deceiving. So I have to pull up the map to show them, like, if you do want to be in the heart of the city of Sarasota, Cash has got a delivery of treats coming from the Amazon. You are going to have a different median price for that entry level. But this is including Sarasota and the surrounding beach areas. So I kind of go through the map and I let them know what that median price, and I'll show them through the multiple listing service is for different areas, because even Lakewood Ranch actually extends down to Sarasota. And so there are some opportunities there that are single family or other types of condo or attached homes. So I really have to get super hyper local with them on that consult to know. But yes, this is still under $1 million for attached homes in general.
Yeah. And it's a seller's market. Yeah. So we're looking at, prices selling for a median of 99.25% of list price in February. And I said I was going to let you take Sarasota away, and then I just
I love it.
kept on going. But the active price band, the most active is the 1.9 to 2.3, and we're looking at a median luxury sales price for those attached homes at 1.6 million, and only went up one day, so you only have 12 days on average. So super fast sellers market, but still a great value for the lifestyle and the culture and everything that you get there. So really that concludes our February 2023 reports for our March newsletter. That should be going out very soon. So if you didn't join us live, you'll see a recap of this in our newsletter. And Brandy, how can they reach us if they have questions or they want to talk to us? And we have another event. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm so excited about it. I was gonna say, I think you forgot we have a giveaway. So
I did.
At 941-404-4737. And that's monitored almost all the time. I mean, obviously we do have to sleep. I like my 8 hours, but it will send us a voicemail or a text if all team members are busy or we're all sleeping. But that is a monitored line. We see every call that comes in. We do get the voicemail if we're all in a meeting, like our sales team meeting. But I will tell you, we have a very special giveaway. So we will be monitoring that line throughout business hours. And what day are we going to do that on, Megan?
That's going to be on Tuesday, April 18th. So right after tax day and all of that, we thought we would do something fun. And do you want to tell them what we're going to do for our giveaway?
Well, it's April soon, so we'll do this obviously on the second week of April, and we thought it would be a nice time with spring. This is my favorite month in Sarasota. The weather is perfect. We've got flowers blooming. I mean, I just love it. I love the tropical foliage. So we are going to give away a green egg so you can spend more time on your patio, your back lanai, and enjoy, if you're seasonal, your last month here in Sarasota before you go back to your other home for your summer. Or if you're here year round, you can use it all the time.
That's awesome. And I'm so excited. So, anyone that calls in, we're going to make sure we have your complete contact information and you're going to get an opportunity to win. And if you know someone that has real estate needs, we're going to give you additional opportunities for that giveaway. So we'll disseminate all of the information on social media and our newsletters, and stay posted, stay tuned, but call that phone number that Brandy gave you on Tuesday, April 18th for a chance to win that big green egg.
Yep. And if you want to attend our luxury mastermind, we do that the third Tuesday, and it is the same day, April 18th, and it's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyone's welcome to join.
Awesome. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We hope you have a great rest of your evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.